Hello everyone, and welcome to day 6 of the Cabin Fever Beading Challenge. In today's video I'm going to show you how to make this bracelet, which I have named the Fulvetta, which apparently is a type of songbird. I never knew that. So this bracelet looks really complicated, but it's actually not that bad. It's pretty simple. And I'm going to show you how it does involve 2 swipes. So you have to go this way and then you turn around and come back. So you do need more string than normal. I'd say about 4 feet of string. So I got my string already cut and I already threaded my needles. I have 2 needles, 1 on each side. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And this time I'm going to make it in silver, this kind of like seafoam type color, and like this greenish. It's the closest bicoat I could find to the seafoam pearl. And then these 4mm brown pearls. So there's 4mm pearls, 4mm bicone, 6mm pearl, and I believe these are 10O seed beads. Oh, they're 11O seed beads. So we're going to start by picking up 10 seed beads. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need 1 more. 10. And then I'm going to pull them all the way down to the base of my strings. I'm going to take 1 needle and go through the last bead on the other string to make a little loop. This is going to be my loop so that the jump ring can go through there. I did this wrong. I'm going to take this needle and go through the other side. Here we go. And it's important to make sure that your beadwork is centered. So I like to just hold the needles together and then grab the strings and pull on down. And just keep pulling through, and then that will center the beads. So there we go, there's my jump ring loop. And now, if you want to go over that again to reinforce it, you can. I like to do that at the end though. Now I'm going to grab 2 seed beads and put 1 on each needle. And they're going to then go into a pearl bead. I'm putting both needles through in the same direction. So what I'm making now is the center here. So it's going to look kind of like X's and a pearl and those types of things. So here is the beginning of it, and then I need to stop tying my string in knots. A good trick, which I didn't think this warranted, but apparently it does, is to make the tails of your needles significantly longer. So I have a good, like, most of a foot tail there, and that will make it so that there's less string to get tangled. That just means that you have to keep adjusting your tails and making them shorter so you don't actually accidentally bead them into your work. Okay, so now I got the pearl on and my strings untangled. I'm going to pick up 3 seed beads on each needle. And then I'm going to cross at 1 of the 4mm pearls. Oops. Go ahead and pull that down and snug. There we go. And like I said before in the other video, don't worry if it's not laying exactly how you want, because it will kind of even itself out as you get further along. And now I'm going to get 3 more seed beads on each needle. And then I'm going to go through one of the 6mm pearls with both needles. Pull it down, 3 more seed beads. And then cross at a 4mm pearl. No, bicone, sorry. And then this is the point where I'm going to pull it all down nice and tight. Make sure there's no weird gaps of strings hanging out anywhere. And just, there we go. Now I'm going to keep doing this for a little bit. And while I'm doing this, for those of you who are new to our videos, the Cabin Fever Challenge is a challenge I made with my mom. We are each posting 1 video tutorial a day for 2 weeks. We're on day 6 now, which is about halfway through. And we're competitive, so we've also turned it into a competition to see who can get the most views and likes. If you look in the descriptions of this video, the description spot down below, I have created a Facebook group for those participating or just following along with the Cabin Fever Beading Challenge. And if you make any of these bracelets that we've shown you how to make, I'd love to see pictures of it. I love to see what you're working on and those types of things. So if you want to join that group and then post a picture, it'd just make my day. And while we're stuck at home, it's entertaining to be able to look at other people's things and just have stuff to do other than stare at our own beading work. Okay, so now I'm going to leave you, and I'll come back after I've made this part of the bracelet, this inner part, the length that I want. I'm using 10 of the big pearls. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so here we are. I've made it as long as I want it. I changed my mind and I'm only doing 9 pearls this time because I have a really tiny wrist. If you have a normal size wrist, I recommend doing 11 pearls. So here I've just gone through my last pearl. I'm going to pick up 1 seed bead on each needle. I like doing the scoop method, I just feel like it goes better. Okay, so there we go, 1 on each needle. Then I'm going to pick up a 3rd seed bead that I'm going to cross at. Actually, both are going to go in the same direction. So there we go. I'm going to pull this on down tight. Sorry, I think I did all that off the screen. So here we go. I've pulled this down tight, made a little triangle thing. And here's where you want to go through and make sure your bracelet all looks nice. If it's twisty, that doesn't matter at all. That will straighten out in a minute. But you do want all of these triangle-y things, like the bicone part, to look like little X's. So there we go. That looks like how I want it. You can see the little X's. There we go. So now that I've gotten my 3 on the end here, like that, I'm going to pick up 10 seed beads. Doesn't matter which needle. And then I'm going to go through this needle down here, this bead down here. Just make a little loop. And I'm going to make it extra secure by going through all 10 of those beads with my other needle. So it has 2 strings going through it. So if any freak thing happens, it won't break on whoever's wearing it. You can go through them all at once or in small batches, it doesn't matter. And that's our loop to connect the jump rings to.
Yes.
I apologize for the people yelling.
What?
I don't know how well you can hear them. My dad's working from home today, and he has finished all of his work already and is fixing things around the house. So I suspect that's what's going on out there. Okay, so now that I've done this, I'm going to go ahead and go through our last seed bead down the base here, one on each side. So I'm going to go through it. One side with one needle, on the other side with my other needle. And if you haven't already, this is a good time to make sure that your tails are about the right length and not too long, because you don't want to accidentally end up beating them into your bracelet. I'm going to just shorten mine up a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to make this part that goes up over the pearls. So you're going to start by picking up one 4mm pearl, 3 seed beads, then another 4mm pearl. And you're going to go over to the last seed bead in this group of 3 by the bicone. I'm going to thread it through there. And it's important you do both sides at the same time, or like one right after each other. Otherwise your bracelet can get crooked. So there we go, 1 pearl, 3 seed beads, another pearl, going through this 3rd seed bead, the one closest to the bicone. Oops. There we go. And then I'm going to pick up, well, I've tied a knot. Sorry. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to the other side. I'm going to pick up 1 seed bead on my needle. And then I'm going to go through the next seed bead next to the bicone. So on the other side of the bicone. Go on through. Sorry about getting my hand in the way there. There we go. Gonna do that on the other side. Okay. And now I'm just going to keep doing that. So now I'm back to the beginning of this part with the brown pearls, that pattern. So I'm going to pick up a 4mm pearl, 3 seed beads, another pearl. Wow, I shot a seed bead off the needle. I don't think I could do that again if I wanted to. And then through this seed bead next to the bicone. I'm going to pull it nice and tight. And then do it on the other side. And then I'm going to do my 1 seed bead, and then go through the next seed bead on the other side of that bicone. Sorry, I tend to be way towards the bottom. I need to work on moving my bracelet up more when I film. Thank you guys for your patience. You've been incredibly patient and understanding in all of our failures in filming. So there we go. And now you're just going to keep repeating this pattern until you go all the way up to the top, and then I'll show you how to finish it off. So here we go. I'm on the last part here of the brown, the 4mm loops. So for this last loop, I'm going to pick up the same beads that I normally would, but this time I'm going to go through the seed bead directly on the other side of this pearl. I'm going to pull that nice and snug and then stab my needle over there so it's out of the way. Do the same thing on this side. And as I'm doing this, I just want to thank you all for watching. This is the type of thing that most other beaders would charge you to make. I've seen, not this specific tutorial, I made this one up, or this pattern, but some similar looking things, and they can run for like $5 to anywhere to like $12, and we're giving it to you for free. So if you'd like to support us, like no cost to you, please subscribe and hit that like button. It makes it so that other people see us and YouTube likes us a little bit better. And then ultimately they'll start paying us with the ads that are shown on this video and giving us a little chunk of that change. So there we go. I've gone through this seed bead right here with one side and one side only, and I'm going to go ahead and tie my knot now. Oh, sorry, I went down to the bottom again. So I don't know if you could see or not. It's this seed bead right here at the base of the loop. I'm going to go ahead and tie my knot. Okay. And now I'm going to take one of the needles and I'm going to go through and reinforce this loop because the jump ring is going to go through there. I don't want that coming apart. So I'm just going to go all the way around. Sometimes with the seed beads, getting the needle through multiple times is a pain. So there we go. I've gone all the way through. I'm going to go through this seed bead right here, down right above the pearl. I'm going to go through the pearl. I'm going to go through the seed bead first. And now I'm going to go through the pearl. And this is where I'm going to cut off my string. I'm going to take this one, go through the pearl, and I went too far up. One day I'll get good at this video thing. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to cut off my string, and this is the point where I would add jump rings. If you already know how to do it, you don't need to watch the rest of this video, but I am going to show you how just in case you haven't added jump rings to a bracelet before. Maybe this is the first bracelet you'll ever make. That would be pretty cool. So if you already know how to make jump rings, go ahead and close this video. You can go and check out my mom's day 6 video and vote. I'm going to add the jump rings now and the clasp. I have this nice it's like a ball and socket type clasp. I don't know what it's called. Somebody asked where I got them, and I don't really remember where we even got them. We just have a whole bunch of them. I think I remember seeing them at Hobby Lobby, but I can't promise you that. So I got the clasp. I need to get jump rings. Here's my jump rings. I'm going to go ahead and open them on up. And this one I've made my size so it'll fit me. So I'm going to also use smaller jump rings because I have a tiny wrist. As you all probably already know. I'm going to go through this loop here. And then close the jump ring. My mom likes to try to shove a fingernail in there. My fingernails aren't long enough to do that. But if you have long fingernails, you can go ahead and try that too. That's a good way of making sure it's nice and closed all the way and it won't come open and your beading won't fall out of the jump ring. So there you go, open this jump ring, go through the beads, add the clasp, and close it on up. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you're enjoying the beading challenge as much as we are. It's really giving us something fun to do while we're stuck inside without other people. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.